In a world where boring sports talk has taken over the airwaves, breaking the mold of basic opinionated sports talk,
just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
they're edgy, uncensored, and off the chain.
I'm sorry, I don't know what just happened.
No Boundaries Sports Talk Radio with your hosts, Derek Fugers.
But to be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here.
And Craig Wiley.
The cream of the crop, and there is no one that does it better.
For raw, uncut sports on a different level than you're used to. So grab some snacks, turn up the volume, and enjoy sports with no boundaries.
Nobody does it better.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy High Cee. You know what it is. It is Hump Day. And what happens every Hump Day, Derek?
No Boundaries Sports Talk, baby.
Bam. That's the mouth of the South. Ain't no freaking Jimmy Hart. It's my boy, Derek motherfucking Futures. How you doing today?
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man.
I'm feeling pretty damn good myself. Hurt my back throwing my big-ass cannonball nephew in the pool, but other than that, I'm pretty good. You know, I'm hanging in there today.
He ain't a little boy no more, man.
He is not little, bro. Fucking 161 pounds at 11 years old.
Damn.
He ain't no fucking little kid, bro.
He a big boy.
Yeah, he is. When I'm lifting him out of the water, it's like, oh, yeah, I got this. But when he gets out of the water, above the water, and that gravity sets in.
It's like, nah, dog. My boy said that back hurt. Doctor said I need a bacchiotomy.
Yes, sir. You ain't lying, bro. But other than that, it's been a good week. It's been a good week of work. Rain's kind of been slowing down a little bit. I need to mow my grass because my grass is overgrown.
Weren't you just complaining about your grass?
Yeah, I was. Okay. It's nice and green now, man, because of all that rain we got. It's been loving it. Like McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
But other than that, we got a great show for you, as always. Got a lot of things to talk about. We got a new NBA champion in the house. I'm just saying, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. And not when you're white, you're right, you're right, you're right. I'm just letting you know that right now. We'll get into that a little bit later. We'll talk about a little bit of the Caitlin Clark effect. We got a little bit of ACC drama brewing for my boys, Miami Hurricanes. Talk about that. And we lost
the whole conference.
We lost a legend last night, man. We lost a legend.
Did.
We'll talk about that as well. And I got a question for you guys, and Craig's got a question for me as well. But what running back are you taking? That's all you need to know. What running back are you taking? And that could be a whole bunch of things. What I'm talking about.
And I got something for y'all too. Gold or green. We'll get there.
Yes, is that what it was? Gold or green jacket? Okay. I like it. But start things off going into Caitlin Clark. I seen a stat the other day, or yesterday, actually today on X, that the 6 top viewed games
Twitter X
in the WNBA this season have something in common. Can you name that one thing that's in common?
Diana Taurasi.
Negative.
Asia Wilson.
Negative.
Sabrina.
Negative.
Brianna?
Negative.
Let me guess.
I feel like we're in a Petey Pablo video.
Does it have the same initials as a Chanel handbag?
Yes.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever have been the most highest viewed games this season, the top 6. And I'm talking about 1.4 million, 6.6 million in one game.
I watched a couple Sky games this week.
Speaking of that, we'll talk about that in a second. Caitlin Clark just absolutely dogging the Chicago Sky in the last game. Angel Reese had a good game too. But just people don't. Caitlin Clark effect is real. I mean, you can deny it all you want, but at the end of the day, people are watching the WNBA right now because of that girl right there. You can deny it all you want, but at the end of the day, the numbers are facts. They speak volume. When you got, I think the highest viewed game was I said 6 million. I meant 3. It was like 3.4 million on a Saturday game against, I'm pretty sure it was Chicago Sky. So there you go. I mean, and that's obviously a help with Angel Reese as well, because the rivalry that those two have. It might not be a rivalry in some people's eyes, but at the end of the day, they played each other a number of times in big game situations in college, and now it's transgressed into the WNBA. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to want to watch that game just because of the fact that shit with old Dinosaur Kit Carter and all the shit that's happened with them in the past. There's legit beef there, so it's gonna be viewed.
I feel like it kind of has the same situation going on with like it's not quite as epic yet, but like the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, kind of how they like through college
yep.
battled in the pros, so it kind of has that effect for the WNBA. In my opinion, that's what this has the potential to be. If Angel Reese keeps doing her thing, she knows she's been averaging close to double in some of her games. Caitlin Clark's clearly catching up to the WNBA and stepping up her game, and
She looked really good in that last game.
fixing
against
some of the
Chicago
mistakes
Sky.
that she had early on. She's progressing, which is a good thing. So this may end up being like a Bird Magic comparison.
I don't think people understand that. Like once Caitlin Clark starts passing it out, because y'all realize that she's a rookie and she's getting so much attention when she drives to the basket. Two people constantly getting double teamed. Once she starts kicking it out and her teammates start hitting shots, this
it's
girl's
over
going to be
with.
averaging almost 15 assists a game. I guarantee it.
It's over with.
Like, I don't think people understand. Like when Carter was saying that she's all she is a 3-point shooter. I disagree with that fully. She's so much more than that. She's a great passer. She's a great facilitator. She can freaking facilitate the game around her and help get her teammates involved. And when you got somebody like Aaliyah Boston on your fucking team, it's kind of hard not to be successful. So the sky's the limit for the Indiana Fever. Same as Chicago Sky.
Yeah, once
they got plenty of
she
talent
gets
over
that
there.
chemistry down, like that her and Suki or Stuckey or whatever her name was for Iowa.
Yep.
Once they get that same kind of chemistry down, it's over with.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Pick
granted,
and rolls is going to be off the chain.
at the end of the day, the Indiana Fever really all they have is Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Like at the end of the day, Chicago Sky have a lot more players. They got people like freaking Copper. They got people like Angel Reese. They got freaking Cardoza. They got really good players. So they got really good talent, but they're young, man. They're gonna be good in the next couple of years. It's gonna be the same with the Fever. I guarantee it. I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams only win a handful of games more this season because they're both not the best this season. They're at the bottom of the tier of the league. That's what some people have to understand. We're putting so much emphasis on two girls and their teams suck. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like we're talking about Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, but they're both at the bottom of the league. Let's talk about the 11-1
The Fever
Suns,
didn't
you know
have
what I'm saying?
back-to-back first overall picks because they're the best team in the league.
There you go. Let's talk about the 11-1 fucking Connecticut Suns. Let's talk about the fucking the defending back-to-back champions, the Las Vegas Aces. But no,
Who
everybody
got
wants.
beat by the Liberty the other night.
They're having a tough stretch right now.
When they were favored,
They're having a tough stretch.
they got
right
beat
now.
at home by the Liberty.
They've lost 5 of their last 6.
So you know what? I could say whatever I want about female sports because I partake. For all of y'all who talking about equal pay and all that stuff, y'all don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Half of y'all only watching Caitlin Clark because she's been hyped up the last 2 years.
Craig, if it's equal pay, then we can. If they want to be equally treated, then it shouldn't be women and men. It should just be ball players, right? So I'm gonna criticize your ass just as much as I criticize the fucking men. If you play like shit, I'm gonna tell you look like shit.
No, I'm talking about the people that be out there like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm just saying. Bring
y'all
that
like,
up
oh,
too.
they deserve equal pay,
Yeah.
and they never even watch a game.
No, they don't. They don't. I mean, let's be real. If you're watching the WNBA right now, it's because you love basketball. Like, let's be real.
Well, a lot of the newcomers are because of this rival we were just talking about that people are finally getting able to see. Like I said, I think that if both girls have, the way that it's looking, successful careers, and barring, nobody gets seriously injured or anything like that, this is probably going to be the female version of the Bird and Magic kind of duel, or whatever it was, like the
And honestly, it's good for the WNBA just because they need a type of rivalry.
rivalry.
Like
yeah,
that.
that's the word I was
Is that what
looking
you're
for.
looking for? They need a type of rivalry like that just because of the fact that it's going to intrigue people who aren't really still on the till of the WNBA just because of Caitlin Clark. There are going to be people like me. I watch the WNBA, but not to any extent. I turn it on. I watch like a few minutes. I watched a few minutes of the Chicago Sky Indiana Fever game. I watched a few minutes of the game last night. But it's just like, it's tough, man. It's a tough watch. It is a tough watch.
Then you got Paige coming in next year, Juju in a few more years.
I want this league to succeed just because
me too.
I want them to, but it's tough basketball to see, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I see air balls all the time, but man, I've seen plenty of games this season when they're bad, Craig. They are bad, bro.
Oh yeah.
So it's like,
Listen, I coach the sport.
at least the men, when they're bad, they're hitting the rim. The women, when they're bad, they ain't even touching the fucking
Sometimes
rim.
it be like that.
Just off the backboard, bang. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me. Between covering Booker high school athletics and us covering their girl games and some of the stuff we've seen, even tournaments, high school basketball, bro, as a coach, if you coach women's basketball, there are some times where you're probably like trying to hold in the laugh, and sometimes it just happens. You got to chuckle about it a little bit because you hear like the crowd or a parent, and it's just like,
Craig,
sometimes you got to laugh.
Craig, we sat through a 65-7 victory that the Lady Tornadoes won one time.
Something like that.
It was the other team scored 7 points. 7.
Accidentally, I feel like.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was tough to watch. But you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because it's like I used to get so into those games. You know, the girls that we seen, Diamond Merced, Amari Davis, all them girls that we seen playing at Booker. I used to get so invested in those teams.
I ran into Amari, by the way.
Did you? I used to get so invested into those teams, and it's not. I don't know if it's because of the Tornado alum or whatever it was, but it's just like I don't understand why I'm not invested because I love basketball. I love watching the NBA. I love watching it, even though there are a lot of fucking bullshit calls and a lot of things that haven't been played the way they used to be. But I love basketball. I love watching it. So it's tough. It's wild that I don't get invested like I do, like the NBA, like the NFL, like fucking baseball, like fucking golf, like soccer and shit like that. But it's I don't understand it, man. Maybe it's just because I don't have that, that personal relationship that I had with Booker, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. But, like, I just can't sit down and watch a full WNBA game. I don't know what it is, man. It's tough for me sometimes.
Sometimes it is.
And I honestly think that's what it is. I think it's just because the relationship that I had with Booker and the love that I have for the school, I think that's why one of the main reasons.
Well, as it starts getting bigger like it has been, and you start getting more pub on some of the girls that are coming up through college and stuff like that, you'll know more players, and I think that'll ultimately help draw more people to the game as well.
Craig, outside of these girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I can name like 20 ladies in the WNBA, like, who I think are like really good ball players. Other than that, dog, I don't know. I feel like me and you could beat a one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I suck now.
Nah, listen, I get it, bro. But it's just like I watched a video the other day where this girl, she's a D1 college player. She was shorter, but she went one-on-one against some dude who never played basketball. He played, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a decent shot, but like he didn't play like that, and he beat her. You know what I'm saying? 7-4, 10-4. So it's like I don't. And granted, it's different because, like I said, I'm sure Asia Wilson would fucking dog me on the court. I'm sure fucking Kalia Copper and all them girls would dog me on the court. I'm sure of it. But like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like the bench players who are on the team and who aren't really that good, like I feel like I could take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I got a shot, baby. I can back them down. I don't know if they can handle these hips.
Okay.
You see these hips right now. I don't know if they can handle these hips.
When I dip, you dip, we dip.
Listen, man.
All right.
I don't fuck around, baby. I don't fuck around. Cameron Brink did tear her ACL last night. That's a tough call because we're obviously another girl who's helped build the popularity of this game as well,
for sure.
In this rookie class. So it was a tough loss for the LA Sparks. Another team that hasn't really been doing the best. So would not be surprised if the three teams that we've talked about tonight, Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever, and the LA Sparks, are going to be top 3 teams picking the WNBA again
close
next
to
year.
it.
So, but moving on, we lost a legend yesterday. Last night, got the news from one Chad. We lost Willie Mays, man, 93 years old, baseball legend, led the league in home runs for the longest time until one Barry Bonds broke said record.
His godson, actually. Right?
I mean, we're talking about we're talking about a guy in Willie Mays who's just, I mean, I think I loved him more just because of Major League the movie. Willie Mays Hayes here. That dude that Wesley Snipes played, I think that's who really turned me on to really knowing who Willie Mays was.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is Willie Mays' dad? And he's like, you don't know who Willie Mays is? He schooled me. He's like, I failed as a father telling me that. So he schooled me, and he let me know who Willie Mays was. And
He busts out some newspaper articles.
of course, you know how it is, man.
Back then we ain't had the internet.
No, we didn't. But we had he's got the saved handful files. You know how it is in the file cabinet.
Yep.
You know, old school. We don't have they ain't had that computers back then. You can't just pull up Google.
Slightly yellow because it's aged.
Exactly. But Willie Mays averaged 3,293 hits, 660 home runs, averaged a 301 batting average, and he stole 339 bases. I mean, we're talking about a guy who started out in the Negro Leagues, went to the Major League for the San Francisco Giants, and played almost 20 years for the Giants there. Just an outstanding career. 24-time All-Star. He won the World Series in 1954. He was the NL MVP twice. One Rookie of the Year. He was a 12-time Gold Glove Award winner. He was a Roberto Clemente Award winner. NL batting champ in 1954. Four-time NL home run leader in 55, 62, and 64, and 65. Four-time stolen base leader through 56 to 1959. And he hit 4 home runs in one game on April 30th, 1961. Number 24 retired by the the San Francisco Giants. Number 24 retired by the New York Knicks. Jeez, I'm all over the place right now. New York Mets, Major League Baseball All-Century Team, and Major League Baseball All-Time Team. Member of the 1979 Hall of Fame, 94% first ballot votes. I almost did it again, Craig. I almost did it again. Hold it off. I know.
Same thing happened to everybody. It's because freaking we got to get. The next person to buy a set of headphones needs to buy a set of studio headphones.
Yeah, the long cord.
With the long cord.
Long cord. That 24 cord.
Studio headphones come with long cord.
Yes, sir. But, we're talking about a guy who, in my opinion, helped transcend the game of baseball back in the day outside of Jackie Robinson. I mean, Willie Mays was, arguably one of the best players to ever play the game of baseball. I mean, he has the stats to back it up. Hall of Fame resume, just an absolutely baller in the field as well. 12-time Golden Glove winner, bro. I mean, that just tells you how good he was. And he could swing the bat.
That's the man.
But R.I.P. to a legend,
Willie
man.
Mays. And our boy Rich is chiming in. He says, lucky enough to have gotten to see him play.
Wow.
Greatest catch ever.
Wow. And old school guys like Rich, man, I love hearing those stories about the greats, because we're starting to lose, our fathers' greats, the cats that our fathers and shit. While Gordie Howe passed a while back, that was Pop's favorite hockey player. You know what I'm saying?
Used to play ping pong against them.
Yeah, bro. So it's like just our fathers' kids and our cats that we know, older guys. Their legends are dying.
Their childhood legends.
So it's like it's tough, man. Just because we all don't think that day is ever gonna come, and when it comes, it sucks, man. It really does suck. But moving on to the NBA Finals.
I'm still, speaking of childhood legends, one of mine, Stuart Scott. Bro, like when that 30 for 30 comes on, I'm going to have to be lying telling y'all my allergies acting up.
I don't know if I have a childhood legend. I guess Tom Brady would be that, but like...
Oh, Jordan.
Yeah, I guess Jordan. You're right.
I'm not going to lie. I went to that Miami Heat game. Because remember how NBA canceled like all those games after Kobe Bryant for like a couple days, and when they resumed, me and Zach went to the game, and it was like the first NBA game back from the Kobe tragedy, and they did like this freaking tribute before the game. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I cried.
How could you not cry, bro?
I cried.
I almost cried with Kobe just because Kobe was like the player that I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe was my LeBron. Before Jordan, I knew who Jordan was just because of the legacy that he left and just the impact that he left on the game. Obviously, with the sneakers has helped. But Kobe Bryant was like the guy who I grew up watching. That was my LeBron. And I understand that LeBron came out in 2003, but like Kobe was Kobe before LeBron was LeBron, So like at the end of the day, like when Kobe passed, it was tough for me. I almost shed a tear, but I wouldn't be surprised if I shed a tear when Tom Brady dies or Jordan dies.
I think if you would have, there wasn't a dry eye in that building when they're playing that.
No, I think it's just the story is such a tragedy, bro. He's got 4 daughters, bro. I mean, he's on the plane.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I was good until that.
Yeah, I mean, because it's
And then once you seen the tribute, it was just
it's
like,
just
damn.
the feels, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we'll never get this experience, you know, saying him to tell a story about, you know, all the cool ass stories that people have said about him in
Or
the past.
us even getting to see Gigi drafted the WNBA.
Just exactly, like I said, because she would have been a senior this year. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no telling like what could have happened. You know, if things would have changed that day. If the fucking clouds weren't as cloudy and it wasn't fucking as foggy as it was. You know,
Damn.
but
And
shit
Rich,
happens,
Rich said
bro.
his childhood legend is Johnny Bench.
Who the fuck is that?
Google challenge.
You know who that is?
Can't say that I do.
Rich? Who the fuck is that, Rich? Gotta be a baseball player.
Gotta be a baseball
Gotta be a
player.
baseball player. I bet Chad knows who the fuck he is.
We're probably gonna get dinged up with freaking statistics in like 10 seconds from our producer.
NBA Finals is officially over. Celtics winning in 5 games are the 2024 NBA champions. Fuck every single person who picked the Dallas Mavericks. Talking about every fucking person on ESPN who picked them, the 4-letter. Every fucking person who watched this shit and picked them. Fuck you. I say this with the most love in the world. Fuck you.
Our sponsor, Andrew's Glass
Yeah,
Services.
fuck you. You know, you owe me $20 motherfucking dollars, motherfucker. You know, allegedly.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Monopoly
just,
money.
I called it game. I told y'all, man. This series was gonna be easier than I thought. The Dallas Mavericks. People were saying that Dallas was deeper. I just don't think that people really understand how deep and good that starting 5 for the Celtics is, and that's what separates them from most teams. Is they have any 5 of those players can score you 20-something points a game if they need it. It's happened before. Al Horford's led the team in scoring. Drew Holiday's led the team in scoring. Derek White's led the team in scoring nights.
Who won the MVP?
Jaylen fucking Brown. Granted, I did think Jason Tatum played well enough in Game 5 to win MVP, but at the same time, JJ Redick made a good point. I think they're looking at the defensive aspect. Jaylen Brown had some phenomenal defensive stops to help seal victories. I mean, in Game 2, he hit that 3 to make us go back up by 5, pretty much sealed the game for us and won us the game. Jason Tatum really never had any of those
That moment,
moments.
yeah.
Jaylen Brown did, and I do agree with JJ Redick. So I do, even though Jason Tatum's led all categories for the team, I do think Jaylen Brown was a deserving MVP winner. And even Jaylen Brown said it. They both won MVP. That award was for the both of them. Obviously, it's going to go in Jaylen Brown's house. But at the same time,
Right.
I mean, they shared that award at the end of the day.
So Rich gave us an answer. Catcher for the Cincinnati Reds, 3-time world champion, and for the Big Red Machine.
had to have played for the
Big Red
for
Machine.
the Pete Rose days then.
Must have been
Had to have been in those Pete
3-time
Rose
World
days.
Series champions for the Reds.
Man, but yeah, man, the Celtics, in my opinion, I'm not going to say they dominated, but they dominated two of 3 games.
Rich said, I said Celtics in a sweep. I missed it by 1 game. I forgot Rich did say this.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought Rich picked Dallas.
I don't think he did.
Okay, excuse me, Richard. I'm sorry, my boy. I'm sorry, Rich. I thought you picked Dallas for sure. I thought you said Dallas.
I think it was
6 or something.
Gonzo that said Gonzo said the Mavericks because he's the Cowboys fan.
I know he is.
Makes sense.
Listen, man, Luka Doncic is never going to win an MVP winning a championship playing the defense that he plays. He needs to take a traumatic fucking change. And this offseason, he doesn't even need to think about offense. He needs to think about defense. Because that's the most important factor for your fucking ass this offseason. You are too good offensively to
He
worry
needs to
about your
get
fucking offensive
a
game.
little bit
this
better
season.
physical shape too.
I agree. I do think he's a little. Honestly, Joker does too, bro. They both look like they're fucking out of shape dudes, but they can fucking ball, man. That's the crazy thing. I don't know. I seen that cracker Joker doing a 3-on-3 tournament or 3-on-3 basketball in Serbia. That motherfucker did not look good at all out there.
Dude, he looks like some dude you'd see at freaking LA Fitness in the little basketball gym trying to play pickup games.
I don't get it, bro. He's so unorthodox, but it works. Luka is skilled though.
Luka's that man.
Luka's a great offensive fucking weapon in the NBA.
I told you if the Mavs shocked the world and beat them, I was gonna get a Luka jersey. I still might get one anyway.
Didn't you pick the Mavs in 6?
No,
You picked the Celtics in 6.
I think I picked the Celtics in 6, but I said that I wouldn't count out the Mavs.
Okay. We'll go back to the tape.
Actually, I think I might have said Celtics in 5. I think I might have agreed with you, but I said that the Mavs could take it. You know, we thought that maybe the Mavs might make them go 7, but I didn't pick the Mavs.
Okay. I'll go back to the tape.
Go back to the tape.
I'll go
I
back
picked
to
the Celtics.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that.
Go ahead.
Okay. Put you on my little Stephen A. Smith rant. Know how it is. But got a question for you. Do you think what are the Celtics' chances of repeating this next year? Now, the reason I asked you that is because I think it's pretty fucking tough, bro. Because we've had 6 different NBA champions in the last 6 years. There has not been a repeat, and I know it's tough to repeat. And I think people need to realize how fucking tough it is to actually win an NBA championship.
They're gonna have a chance. It's not like they're gonna lose anybody. If anything, they're gonna do things to improve their roster. They're still gonna
starting five is coming back.
Yeah, they're still gonna have their main guys. So they're gonna draft. They got the draft coming up. Free agency about to start. That's when you make some roster changes. Because here's the thing: is you're gonna have people that are trying to beat you. So they're gonna improve their rosters certain ways to try to beat you. So obviously, you're not probably going to keep everything the same. You may make a few different moves, more like on your bench players and different things like that.
Look at Denver. Denver didn't really make any changes, and they lost in the second fucking round.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
it happens.
And just like you said, now that teams have seen a whole year of how you play the fucking game of fucking basketball, they're going to take time, just like you said, to rebuild their teams to specifically beat your fucking ass. So the whole thing with the Celtics, I do think they have a good chance of repeating. I do think they will be in the game next year. I think they will be.
They're a playoff team no matter what.
Oh, 100%. But I tell you one thing. Did you know that the NBA is the only league where as soon as the season is over, that they can negotiate with their free agents immediately? Do you know that?
Well, their own, yeah.
Yeah, their own, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to disown this person.
Why?
He's related to you.
What do you say?
I'm jumping on the Timberwolves bandwagon.
Steve said this. Old Steve the racist.
We know he's not. Yes.
STR, baby. STR. Listen, I don't hate it. I think that the Timberwolves got exposed by the Mavericks. I think that you can't rely on Rudy Gobert to be your primary defender at times. I think that's the Timberwolves' biggest problem is outside of Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert, they don't really have nobody else defending like that. And I think the Celtics showed that as a team, as a whole, you need all 5 positions who can guard like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest problems that Timberwolves didn't have because they couldn't have nobody.
They're definitely going to make moves to improve in that area.
The thing about the Celtics in that game and these games was even when Luka only really ate when Al Horford was on him. Because Al's 37 years old. I mean, Luka's fucking 20 whatever. That step's just not there for Al anymore. But every other time, Craig, that Luka got a switch off, whether it was Sam Hauser played some, in my opinion, Sam Hauser played the best defense on Luka Doncic. Jaylen Brown might argue with that, but Sam Hauser was locking that motherfucker up, bro. Okay. And I can go to the tape to fucking show you if you don't believe me. Sam Hauser was locking Luka up at times. Not all the time, at times.
Okay.
So I think that was the Timberwolves' biggest problem was once Luka found a switch he was comfortable with, he was just going to the basket and eating all day long. So I think the Timberwolves' biggest problem is they need to find some more defensive help.
Steve makes a very valid point and says the Mavericks need one more player.
They do.
And we did get a comment in from the Twitch. He says he played so lazy, probably talking about Luka.
100%.
Yeah.
He did play lazy. He played lazy on the defensive end. I mean, through game 1 through 3, there was every single time, I've said this in the past show, Luka was complaining for a foul every time. There was times where he was complaining for a foul on the other end of the court, and it was a fast break. The Celtics are pushing it. It's 5-on-4 basketball the other way.
Yeah.
It happened constantly. So Luka needs to look in the fucking mirror and take a look at himself and say, I need to fucking start playing some better defense and stop fucking arguing. Jason Tatum used to be the same way. Jason Tatum used to be this season, he's changed. He stopped arguing fouls almost because he used to be the same every fucking drive to the basket, throwing his hands in the air. But he stopped that. He's taking a step back on it now.
Well, you learn if you shut the fuck up, you're gonna get more calls
Absolutely.
too, because you're gonna piss the referee off, and it's a judgment call. So either they could blow the whistle, or they don't blow the whistle.
And we know that these refs be colluding with each other. We've seen it in that documentary on Netflix. how the refs, when AI said some stuff about the refs or the officiating, and the next fucking game, they were calling the carry calls on him all night long, bro. And they collude with each other, bro. If they think that a player like Draymond has that reputation of being just a dirty guy, refs don't want to fucking hear it. So they tee that motherfucker up real quick. I mean, it's a collective fucking thing that all refs do. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the facts.
Yep, it is. And shout out to Not Real Sosa for that comment, man. I want to get into the next question that you have, though, because we're talking about a bunch of different players. So, and we're talking about a few different teams. And I think that you're saying who's the biggest threat to win the championship next year?
Yeah, in general. I mean, I'm not going to say the Celtics are.
Or are you saying the biggest threat to the Celtics?
Just period.
Okay.
Who do you think? Because at the end of the day, there were injuries this season. Mm-hmm. We didn't get a fully healthy fucking Bucks team. We didn't get a fully healthy 76ers team. We didn't really get a fully healthy Pacers team all the way through. Like, the Pacers or the Knicks were banged up all year long.
So the only thing I'm going to say about this is we can answer this question now, or we should really save it for like 2 or 3 weeks from now after free agency and the draft.
Well,
because I think I think our answers today are going to probably change. Because like you said, you just named some guys that weren't healthy. I mean, depending on what Orlando does, they could still be a team that can make a
Orlando's
better
going to
push
be in
next
anyway.
year. I like your brother's answer with the Timberwolves. I think the Mavs are going to try to do something to improve. So, I mean, it's until we find out what that is going to be a little hard.
I like it. I'll tell you one team you better watch out for. The Houston Rockets.
They surprised me a couple times this year.
The Houston Rockets. And people would fucking forget. They got Steven Adams over there. He was hurt this season. Mm-hmm. They got Steven Adams over there, who's probably one of the best rebounders. I'm not going to say one of the best, but a pretty good fucking rebounder. So once you get him on the fucking back on the squad, I'm telling you, bro, and Ime is a fucking hell of a coach. Watch out for the Houston Rockets next. I'm not saying they're going to win the NBA championship, but another team in the West is going to be the Houston fucking Rockets next year.
Okay.
I can guarantee you that right now.
Shoot, depending on what happens with the Spurs, you got Wemby.
Oh, yeah.
That's a team right
Oh, yeah.
there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Couple pieces here and there, they'll be fine. Same with him.
And we can skip that one topic I want to talk about because we have been running for a little while. We can get into that next week.
Okay. All right, I like it.
We'll do a little bit more research. Maybe we'll get some more.
All right, go ahead with your question.
So my question, what you going to take? What is more...
This is easy.
I don't know if I want to say iconic.
And I'm assuming I know what you're talking about.
And I don't want to say iconic. Gold jacket or green jacket? Which one means which one's more prestigious?
The gold. All day long.
The gold jacket.
That Masters jacket's cool, but like people don't understand. If you win it multiple, you don't get a new jacket every year. You get the same fucking jacket you had. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever get to take the jacket. You get to take it with you for like a week, and then it goes right back to the clubhouse. Like, you don't get to hold that motherfucker in your closet. It stays at Augusta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with a gold jacket, you take that bitch home. That's yours. The Pro Football Hall of Fame, outside of the MLB Hall of Fame, is probably the most notorious Hall of Fame out there. So that gold jacket,
means something.
It means something, man.
And I feel like the green jacket means something too. And with you being such a golf fan, I thought this would be a little bit of a tougher question for you.
I don't think it means that much. It means that much for the because it's a major. It's probably the most prestigious major.
Okay.
In golf tournament. That's why I think it means so much. But realistically,
because that's like I feel like it's just as iconic for a golfer to try to want to get that green jacket as it is for a football player to try to make it to the status where they get the gold jacket. Yeah, but that's why I picked it.
If you get the green jacket, Craig, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're in a cool group of guys who've won at Augusta, but you're cemented into you're a Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? You're a legend for the rest of your life, essentially, in the NFL Hall of Fame. When you get that green jacket,
you win the green jacket, you're a legendary golfer.
For a year. For a year, because guess what? Bubba Watson, he's won it twice, and that motherfucker's on Live Tour right now, making a whole bunch of money, but he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Spieth, he's won it twice too. But guess what? He's shit right now, and I bet you a lot of people don't remember his ass. Realistically, bro, people don't fucking remember the Masters winners like that. If you're Tiger, yeah. If you're Jack, yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're Phil, yeah. If you have that name, absolutely. But those guys who have that name right now, Rory, he ain't never won it. Dustin's won it, but he's on live. John just finally won it. You know what I'm saying? Justin Thomas ain't never won it. Scotty just won it. You know, so like the names that are up there in golf who are constant. Xander's never won it. Those prestigious names right now, they've never won it, bro, because it's not memorable, bro. Like it is to me. Like don't get me wrong, the Masters is a memorable fucking tournament. But it's a tournament. It's not the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think separates the fact that.
So that's why it's more prestigious.
100%.
And see, I was just thinking because look, there's only one Masters a year. Only one golfer is gonna get it. So I feel like it is a prestigious thing, but
I think it's prestigious because of the jacket.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't give a fuck about the
Well,
trophy.
and you get to pick the meal.
Sweet, bro.
Everybody got to eat what you say.
Sweet, bro. And then you get all types of politics in there, and only certain golfers are talking to certain people because they're on the live tour. And it's just beef, bro. I don't.
Okay.
It's just there's too much, bro. It's too much. Augusta's cool and all, but like, fuck that place. Fuck that place specifically because I can't go there and fucking play if I wanted to. It's a private fucking course, and it's beautiful there.
Rich has probably one of the statements of the night.
What do you say?
You don't get a bust winning a golf tournament.
Bang. Talking about what?
That's what they call the your face.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Rich. Yeah. You like I said, you get a little cool green jacket. That's about it. The green jacket is more notable than the fucking trophy. And the trophy's fucking badass because it's like a trophy of the fucking clubhouse.
Okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Come on, bro. But the green jacket is what everybody fucking plays for. Fuck the trophy. Fuck the trophy, right?
Okay. Now I want to know what your question was.
All right. So it says, what running back are you taking? Out of all the movies, football movies that we've seen, what running back are you taking right now? It could be Remember the Titans. It could be Any Given Sunday. It could be what's the movie with Billy? The high school movie, high school football movie. You want to win? Put Booby in.
Varsity Blues?
No, that's Wendell Brown. Fuck, Rich. Someone's gonna say it. It's with who dated Angelina Jolie there for a while? Bad Santa, dude who did Bad Santa.
Oh, Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. It could be Booby. It could be fucking. You know what I'm saying? Longest Yard. Whatever running back you remember. What running back are you taking to start your team and build around?
Man,
That's a tough one, isn't it? It's a good question.
well, because it would be easier.
If you had the list,
It would be easier if you just would have made a list and gave me like 5 options.
I had the list, but I lost it. So I figured, and I was just trying to look it up right before we started the show, and I couldn't find it to save my dick.
I'm taking your boy from Gridiron Gang.
Ricky?
Yeah.
That's a terrible pick.
No, I'm taking Ricky from Boys in the Hood.
Terrible pick.
No, actually, you know who I'm taking?
I already know.
Does it have to be a movie or can it be a TV show?
Either word, I know. Fuck, don't
All
even
American,
say it.
my dog
Don't
Spence.
even say it. Who?
My dog Spencer.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Al Bundy.
No, that's quarterback, dog.
Oh, okay. No, he was a running back. He was a running back.
He threw 5 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, I thought he did that as a running back too. Me personally,
Quarterback, I'm taking Uncle Rico.
all day,
Throwing over mountains.
all day, all day. I mean, or you could just take Patrick Mahomes because they look alike.
Facts.
Me personally, I'm taking Earl Meggett.
What was he in?
Longest Yard, baby. Nelly.
Nelly? Oh, yeah, Meggett.
That motherfucker was elusive as hell.
He was.
Tell me he wasn't.
He was.
Name another movie running back who's better than Earl Meggett. Not one of them. Not one of them.
Well, Petey had to go play defense. So
Yeah, Petey was that bad because he couldn't own the ball. Fumbleitis. So, yeah, I'm going Earl Meggett. Baby. From the fucking Mean Machines. You got that right. Number 20-3, baby. Right there. Right there.
Machine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Motherfucker was juking people without no fucking shoes on.
Oh, my boy Spencer can catch out the backfield, dog. That's all I'm
Man,
gonna say.
fuck all that, dog. Fuck all that. You don't think Earl can catch out the backfield? He got a shovel pass. You don't remember that shovel pass he caught in practice?
His name's Earl.
Remember when fucking Brucey fucking shoveled it to him and he you remember that shit? Come on, bro.
I was eating popcorn.
That was popcorn. Fucking shouldn't have that popcorn. Fuck. So you're going fucking your boy from All American?
Yeah.
That's a terrible pick.
That's a great pick.
That's a terrible fucking pick.
Great pick.
Oh my god. I'd rather you pick Petey from Remember the Titans.
If you would have came up with some options, but that's all I can think of right now.
Can you tell me who replaced Petey at running back for the Titans that season?
No.
I can't tell you neither. I guess they just didn't have a running back. They just threw the ball for the rest of the fucking season.
It was Preach.
No, it was Rev. He was the quarterback.
No, but remember Sunshine took over.
Because Rev got hurt.
Oh, he did.
Rev got hurt. Yeah, they ain't show no. They ain't getting a damn about the backup at all.
Because Rev was pretty much just that guy.
And they ain't not one receiver.
Who was in the Keanu Reeves, the replacements? Your boy, was it Willie Beeman?
Nah.
Jamie Foxx?
Nah. Oh, Willie Beeman's a quarterback. LL Cool J was a running back.
LL Cool J was the running back.
Yeah.
He was pretty good.
Nah, dog. Earl Megget.
What about What about the movie with Keanu Reeves, The Replacements?
He was terrible. He was a pastor.
The running back?
God ain't running the ball like that.
You never know.
Come on, bro. Remember he fucking fucked up his leg trying to dive in the end zone?
Oh, your boy Mike Tomlin's doppelganger. He was a running back in that movie, The Program. He was pretty good.
Oh, Omar Epps. Darnell
was.
Jefferson.
Darnell Jefferson.
He had fumbleitis too, though. Remember he had to hold the ball throughout school?
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. He had.
But once he fixed it, though, he was the man.
He was a stud. He was on that list. He was on that list for sure. Pretty much everybody you've named was on that list.
Who was the running back for the Little Giants?
Spike? No, that wasn't. It was Becky. No,
Hey,
she was a linebacker.
The running back for Snoop Dogg's team. You ain't seen the movie where Snoop Dogg's the football coach is the little jit? He be cussing?
Shit, I'll take Spike from the Cowboys on the Little Giants.
Okay.
He was a bad motherfucker. Tell me he wasn't.
He was.
Fucking lifting the refrigerator by himself. I can't even do that.
You don't like All American? I'm
Fucking gay ass show.
hurt you a little upset.
Fucking stupid ass show.
I,
Tay Diggs is fucking gorgeous ass motherfucking trash ass fucking actor.
oh, but the girl who plays his daughter is fine.
God, this guy.
The music producer chick is fine.
He only likes the show because they're two fine bitches.
The quarterback's freaking girlfriend is fine.
Are they all light skinned?
2 out of the 3. The one who's like the main chick from All American Homecoming, she's dark skinned.
All right.
I don't do the casting. All right.
Not much really going in the NFL
I just make the choices.
not really much going in the NFL. We're going into camp. Everything's really been quiet.
Besides Randy Gregory not showing up for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, fuck that guy.
Yeah, dude.
Cut his ass loose.
Fucking what's up with the Jacksonville Jaguars paying Trevor Lawrence all that fucking money, bro?
What you know about
It's gonna be a shit show when Mac Jones is starting halfway through the season.
Rich? What was that movie with Sinbad in it for the football movie?
Sinbad.
Yeah. Unnecessary roughness.
What?
Yep.
When was this?
It's a throwback. It's probably like a late 80s movie. The kicker was Kathy Ireland.
Hey, what's that movie? Goldie Hawn was a football coach. Remember that movie?
I want to say yes, but I don't.
Yeah, fucking my dad loves that fucking movie where she goes to the Hood's high school and she's a football coach.
I don't remember that one. That's
funny
funny.
shit in the world.
That's got to be hilarious.
Goldie Hawn's fucking sexy ass when she was
Okay.
sexy.
Unnecessary Roughness was a pretty good movie with Sinbad.
Never heard of it.
You got to check it out.
I guess I've never heard of Kazam neither, or Shazam, whatever one it is.
Nah, Unnecessary Roughness is out there, and they needed a kicker, and they recruited Kathy Ireland. She's like a soccer player at the school.
They recruited a chick. Oh, no wonder I haven't heard it because it's probably terrible. No wonder they had a terrible job.
I mean, it's
Whoever recruited her needs to be fired.
listen.
Needs to be fired.
She was kicking the field goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think we'll ever see a woman in the men's NFL?
Maybe
Nah.
as a kicker.
Nah.
You don't think so? One of them soccer chicks?
The worst kicker. Roberto Aguayo is better than any of the best soccer chicks kicking the football. I can guarantee.
Why you had to bring that name up?
Because it stung. It stings. That's
Still,
why I know.
Second round pick.
That's why I know it stings. Because that's how bad that motherfucker was. But I bet he's still better than any fucking soccer chick.
That's how we just gonna end the game in the podcast on that note. Roberto Aguayo. I'm a Patriots fan. We don't draft kickers in the second round. Thanks a fucking lot.
No, we draft Hall of Fame kickers like Adam Vinatieri and Steven Gostkowski. You know what I'm saying? Guys who help us win Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So. Actually, we drafted Chad Ryland in the 5th round not too long ago. So
We drafted Matt Gay, and he did better for everybody else than he did with us. So.
hey, except when he played the Patriots.
Facts.
You remember that game, dog? Remember that game? I was there. Y'all should have won the game. You missed it on a field goal. Thanks a lot, Matt Gay.
Yeah, but he played good. He played good for everybody else,
Well, I know. Except the Bucks.
except for the Bucks.
Could have been the only team Tom Brady lost to.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Good show.
That's what happens when you draft a kicker for Florida. Hey, with that being said, from my boy Derek Fugers, I'm your boy High Cee. We'll catch you next week. And we got some great topics.
Peace out.